Hello everyone. So I know that I wanted to finish this on camera, at least in the last video, but I thought of something that would make me even happier. And that is, and yes, I do have another one of these drawings. It's this one here. I got like three of them. So something that would make me even happier is doing it with these Color It pens. And I brought in a new ruler. I got this ruler maybe 2, 3 years ago. And hopefully it will do a better job. These rulers are really old. They're at least 15 years old by now, at least. So I'm gonna try not using these because these color pens can bleed underneath the ruler just like the acrylic markers did. So I'm gonna go ahead and instead of finishing this on camera, I might still finish it on camera if you want, but I'm not. I mean, unless someone actually specifically asks for it, I don't think I will. So there we go for that. So now I'm gonna go ahead and I think I'll keep this little one by just in case. I'm gonna go ahead and look at what colors I have now. Now this the packs of colors are. I mean, I got this before 2022, way before 2022. Um, I've been going through these pens. Oh, here we go. A little bit at a time. And so what I have is really hit and miss. You never know what it's going to be. So I got some really good greens in here. I'm glad about it. And I got a turquoise. I was wanting a turquoise. That was the really big thing. So what is this? This is a glitter raindrop. Oh, here we go. Oh, glitter raindrop is real nice and light. Turquoise. Maybe I should go with a Cruellen. Of course, the Cruellen and the turquoise look about the same, so I guess I'll just... And I like the glitter... Should I go with the... I think I'll go with the glitter sapphire. Definitely. Maybe I should go with the glitter denim jeans, you know? Oh, picking colors can be so hard. And then there's all these colors. Ooh, there's a really nice Pacific blue. Oh, this one is really good. The magical blue, yeah. Is there... Oh, enlightenment blue. Yeah, as you can see, I'm missing even more from this package than I am the other one. So, oh, there we go, Pacific blue. Wonder how close or different. I think I'll just go with these that I picked out for the moment, the time being, and hope for the best, obviously. And now here's the real question. I usually erase completely, and maybe I should do that with this. Erase it at least to a certain extent. Yeah, I'm gonna at least do that with this line running through it. Ooh, this eraser is just smearing it. If I can erase it at all, really. Yeah, this eraser has gotten slightly old and it's not totally able to erase anymore. Instead, it's just smearing stuff. This is one of the things with older erasers. What I do is I lay down pencil and then I actually like fully erase it, and then I have the ghosts, the leftover ghosts of the lines, you know, left over, and then I just draw on top of that with whatever colors I have, you know, paint on top of it, what have you. Now, when it comes to watercolor and basically water-based mediums, that works really, really well. That works really well. Because you're otherwise you're gonna see, you know, you're flat out gonna see whatever is underneath. No matter how well you try to cover it. But that's because watercolor is translucent. And oddly enough, I've mainly worked with colored pencils. Colored pencils, they're not. I don't know if they're translucent or not, but I do know that if you don't get rid of that pencil, that graphite underneath, it will morph and taint your colors, and you'll also see the graphite lines underneath your colored pencil, unless you really do a lot of layering. But so I guess that makes colored pen, you know, and I'm talking about Prismacolor pencil. Back in the day, there were praying colored pencil. I went looking for that, and it doesn't seem to exist anymore, which is unfortunate because I really liked praying. That was the main thing that I used, you know, not having any money as a kid. And then as a young college student, back in the day. It's interesting, you know, all the kid and artist supplies that, you know, cheap artist supplies that you get throughout your lifetime. You keep them when you're an adult, because when you're an adult, you don't necessarily have the disposable income to buy anything nicer, and you figure, well, what's the point of buying art supplies that are even better, you know, because I'm never going to use them, you know. And so it's like you never really get out unless you're really into art, like I am. The majority of people that I know of, they don't, like, every once in a while they'll get like some sort of, like, I don't know, I call it a starter artist set, you know, or if they're really into art, they'll get like student grade this, that, and the other thing. But then they never get the chance to use it because they're busy, you know, it's real life. And yeah, and so they never really get to use it so much, which is really unfortunate. And then usually they don't get better, so they don't get nicer supplies and products. So I'm just saying, if you have student grade or even children's quality stuff, don't feel bad about that. That honestly, that kind of proves, you know, especially if you're young, you're still a kid, that kind of proves that you're, you know, even though it might not feel like it, you're already adulting. You're already like an adult, because it's pretty much the same thing for adults. It's just the reason behind it is different, you know. You don't have any reason to buy nicer art products, and you don't have any reason to buy, you know, to shell out all this money on nice art supplies. And it's because you don't have the free time, you know. When am I ever going to have the free time to do this? When am I going to have the free time to do that? So don't feel bad if your art supplies are not of the best quality. You know, that doesn't mean that you're still a kid, or that you're childish, or that you're not a great artist or anything else like that. That doesn't mean anything at all. Most of the time it's all because of, you know, those who have a lot of money usually have free time, and that's just the way it is. It's really comes down to lack of money, you know, at least in the adult world. So there's always flukes, you know, such as people that manage to, like, do YouTube channels like this for whatever reason, but okay, which well, now I need my scrap paper again. Yeah. And even though exact same thing that I grabbed before, and even though it's yellow, I'm gonna go ahead and use it anyway. So okay, that's denim. This is, I hope I'm getting it on camera. Yeah, okay. Oh my god, that is totally different. Glitter sapphire. Wow. Oh, that's nice and bright. And that's turquoise. But thankfully, because it's next to the blues, it'll look more blue. Okay, and this is the light colored one. Okay. So now the real question is, what do I want to go first? Well, at least I got it in the proper order, I think. Automatically. So I don't even know if that's showing up on camera, those little tiny scribbles. I don't know if it'll look so great, but I'm gonna start with the light colored one on the outside. And you know what? I think I'll go ahead and I'll erase this whole kind of cross area too. I know that most artists will use a kneaded eraser and just kind of roll their eraser over their pencil drawings, but as you can see how much this eraser is just not erasing, and really all it's doing is smearing. Maybe it's because most of my products and supplies are just that old, you know. There, it's not really erasing. But it's erased enough. It's erased enough to satisfy me. Yeah, and that's what matters. So, okay. Yeah, I got to smear there. I got to fix that. I never thought that I'd ever film myself erasing on camera. Okay, let's hope that these pens are just opaque enough to cover up the worst of the pencil. Hey, that actually worked. And these are actually supposed to be coloring pens. So, are they coloring? They're kind of coloring. It's not wanting to draw, so it made me nervous. I was like, oh no. These are gel pens, and I personally have not been having good luck with gel pens. That, and I found out that gel pens are water soluble. Now, I don't know if that's true with all the gel pens, but so far, if you put water on gel ink, no matter how old it seems to be, it just bleeds. It acts like a watercolor. It really does. It just, in fact, it's even more dispersing, for lack of a better way to put it, than watercolor. You know, that can be a really good thing if you're wanting to paint and you don't have access to anything else. Just get yourself a set of really good gel pens, and you can use that as watercolor. Real easy. Just really good gel pens and a set of paint brushes and some water, and you literally have paint right there, you know, literally. So if you're ever in a pinch and need to do some arting, you know, just a little kid's sketchbook or a drawing pad, a little kid's drawing pad, some gel pens, and you know, some good craft brushes from the craft department, and a little bit of water, and you can literally make beautiful watercolor paintings just with that alone, you know. And it can actually make your soul quite happy. You know, this is turning out fantastic. I am so pleased. Yeah, that looks so good. Okay, now I'm going to try to color it in. And if these color it pens don't work so great here, just remember they worked great when I first got them, but then, you know, life and everything got in the way. Man, it's like there was some red there. Anyway, life and everything got in the way, and I couldn't even do this much for a very long time because I was just, you know, too busy. And really it's because I was too busy being sick, and when I wasn't being sick, I was having to do chores, and that's just life. This is unfortunate. The ink does not really want to come out. I think I got these, honestly, 2016 at the earliest. I made the cards up in about 2022. So I might have gotten this around 2020 at the most recent, because I know that it took me a while to finally drop those little cards. I'm shocked this isn't coloring, because these are like coloring pens, and I thought, well, they haven't been really wanting to write for me. Maybe they'll color for me instead. Man, I hope I'm not getting my head in the way. I was hoping that they would color for me instead. But I guess it's really true. If they won't write, if they won't even draw a line, then they sure as heck aren't about to color for you. Yeah, this thing, I wonder if one of the... So it's like half the roller ball. It's like half the stroke it draws or colors, and the other half it doesn't. So I'm getting this sketchy, not so great looking... Oh, darn. And if I were to throw this away, I would feel like I'm wasting. Well, ink is definitely coming out of it. Just not consistently. Yeah, see, I've had such bad luck with gel ink pens. They haven't wanted to draw or consistently write for me. And it looks like these Color-Its are no exception. The other gel pens that I've had like this, I got really, really cheap from Walmart. And they were real hit and miss, but I was like, well, maybe if I get a name brand, it'll be different. And at the moment, this is very much proving me that nope, no difference at all. Well, my alarm went off for this video, so I really need to cut it off, and I will. I didn't expect to spend the whole video basically 20 whole minutes erasing and then just worthlessly talking. This is truly a podcast because there's nothing to see but the artwork. Oh. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do something about this. Darn. Oh gosh, darn it. Well, you know what I keep on thinking of? Getting a lighter and seeing if I can, because I'm positive that this is a rollerball problem and not an ink problem. You know, the ink doesn't need to be reliquefied because it's all dried up. But that's what I was automatically assuming. Well, now since essentially I colored it in, I wonder if I can even, do I even have a lighter? Okay, so this is going to get interesting. I don't have a lighter, but I do have matches. And these matches are so old. They're so old. This is literally from like 1990, I think, itself, and from a grocery store. And this is what, and this was a cheap Matchbox back in the day. This is really, really nice. I mean, nowadays. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to, obviously I'm an adult, you know, don't try this at home. Just going to see if this will do any good. Problem with this is that because it's a match, unless you want to waste another match on it, oh, you can't. This is a one-time thing. It's not like a lighter where you can just do it over and over and over again. And now the pen won't work at all. Well, clearly I did not fix my problem, but it is drawing now. See if it... That's how old-fashioned I am. I don't even have a lighter. I have matches instead. This is truly roughing it, people. Smell of those matches is so strong, but I like the smell. I like the smell a lot. I don't know why. I always have, though. Mm. I don't know. I'm going to cut this video off because this is coloring in, but it's not that great. And personally, I'm just not impressed. But I enjoyed doing this, and I really enjoyed making this video. And you know what? I think that's what really matters. Just enjoying myself and actually getting myself to do it. And unfortunately, the only way to get myself to sit down and do this is to actually record myself and then promise myself that I'll actually upload it to YouTube, the internet. So there, at least I accomplished that much. So I wish there was a way to fix this. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, and bye for now.